Yes, I have another Boldr here for review. This is the Boldr Venture Field Medic. As you can see, it comes in the standard Boldr packaging, and I had Boldr go ahead and send along the titanium bracelet for the Venture as well, as the Field Medic comes standard with a nylon NATO strap. With an S2 V64 Meca-Quartz movement, this Field Medic is priced at $299 and another $109 to get the 20mm titanium bracelet. I'll discuss it all in this video, so let's get to it. So why did I choose this one for review when Boldr has a new bronze Odyssey with the new Lume application coming out? Well, one, I'm not sure how many of those are being made. They are on pre-order, and it looks like they're going fast. Let me know if you want me to do a review of that model, and I'll do my best to get my hands on one. But I chose this Field Medic for a few reasons. One, I realized I never reviewed a Venture, which is currently available as the Field Medic, a basic 3-hand with either the crown at the 3 or 4 position, a GMT, and some limited edition versions as well. The other reason I chose this one was because of the camo dial. I love camouflage. I wear something camouflage probably every day, whether it's a hat, sneakers, a wallet, a shirt, you get the idea. This Field Medic comes in quite a few other colors that I'll show you on screen as well as all of the specifications. One specification you won't see on the screen is the weight along with the bracelet, as again, that is an optional purchase. On the NATO strap, it weighs 55 grams. The head weighs about 41 grams only. And with the bracelet, you are looking at 85 grams. So definitely very lightweight. What are the standouts of this particular Venture? Well, as the name implies, this is a Field Medic, meaning it is intended for use by a first responder. Do you have to be one to purchase this? Of course not. I'm not one, obviously. And I would imagine many who purchase one are not either. One thing to note, Boldr is giving away a portion of the proceeds to help with COVID-19 efforts, and you could read all about that on their site. Taking a look at the dial, you could see the graduated markings to count off heart and respiratory rates, and Boldr recommends when activating the chronograph using 30-second intervals for better accuracy. Like any VK64 chronograph, the large second hand measures seconds, the 9 o'clock subdial measures up to 60 minutes, and the other subdial is your 24-hour time, and there is no traditional running second hand. The minute and hour hand are syringe style. The date is located at the 6 o'clock position, personal favorite of mine, and even with the camouflage dial, I find it very easy to read, mostly because of the steel and white hands against that camouflage dial. That brings me into one of the reasons I really love this camo dial, and that is the design of the camouflage itself. There are a few watches out there these days with camouflage dials. Most of them are kind of ugly and not so easy to read. I love Zin, but their camo with the black hands and markers leaves a lot to be desired. And here Boldr has done a combo of blue and gray, which is matte finished, and a sunray green color, all coming together for an interesting camo pattern, and the different finishes give the dial some extra depth. The case design can be described as vintage, or if you look to mainstream luxury watches, it is similar to the Zenith Defy 21. The case is completely sandblasted, as is the optional titanium bracelet, giving it that subdued look and feel, and of course, as I mentioned, extremely lightweight. It really does feel as if you're almost wearing nothing, even with the bracelet, but on the NATO strap, it feels like an 80s swatch on the wrist. The chronograph functions as it should, and you have the flyback style action because of the Meca-Quartz movement, and the crown is large, easy to grip, and it looks like most of the crowns you'll find throughout the Boldr lineup. The case has drilled lugs, which makes strap changes easier, and on the case back, you will see a limited edition artwork of the medic symbol. Now, if you don't already know, I'm not a fan of NATO or Zulu straps. That's alright, I know many that are, and here you can see it on my 7.5-inch wrist. It's a softer feeling nylon, it's not exactly floppy, medium firmness I would say, and it has titanium hardware. The bracelet's pretty standard, but does integrate into the case seamlessly. It uses screws to hold the links and has push-button clasp with a safety latch. Only 3 micro-adjust holes, but I did not find that to be a problem. I removed 2 links to fit my wrist. The bracelet is not very chunky and tapers to 18mm with a 20mm clasp. The Lume is okay, but not great. The video you see shows you the hands glow really bright, but the rest of the Lume starts to die out pretty quickly. On Watchreport.com, you'll see a video of a shot taken right after it was fully charged, which looks fantastic, but the video shows how quickly that goes away. The graduated markings around the dial are all lumed, and this is dual lume, so a nice contrast between blue and green. Now, it's not really needed, but I was hoping the chronograph subdials were lumed, at least the hands. And it would be great to see the date wheel lumed, but we're talking about a $299 titanium watch here, so I think I'm probably asking for too much. By the way, speaking of price, Boldr has a pop-up on their website. I've mentioned this before, for $30 off. And I found, looking through Google, a lot more coupon codes, like 20% off straps, but I'm not sure if you can combine discount codes. Always best to look around before purchase so you can get the best price. So what is my consensus? Well, my biggest issue with the Venture Field Medic is the size, but that's not really an issue. I just feel it's too small for my wrist. Years ago, I never dreamed of wearing a 40mm watch, and these days, I love most 40mm pieces and feel they are perfect on my 7.5-inch wrist. At 38mm, this watch just feels too small for me. If I forced myself to wear it for a few weeks straight, which is really hard to do as a watch reviewer, but if I did, maybe I would get more accustomed to the smaller size. I did wear it straight for 4 days though, and as such, it just felt tiny on my wrist. But 38mm is a popular size these days from what I see on the forums and groups, and Boldr also has a lot bigger sizes in their lineup. At present time, it looks like all of the Venture pieces are 38mm, but who knows what they will make, if they'll make a 40mm or bigger in the future. One thing I know, I would love to see this camo dial make its way to some of their other watches, and at $299, I think this is a great value piece. As always, this is all one man's opinion, and I'm not here to sell you a watch, so I'm not going to say this is a must-buy, or you need to get this, blah, 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 all that other stuff. But I do like everything else this watch offers, except the size, and well, the Lume is kind of disappointing. I personally think this should be offered standard on the bracelet, but the only Venture offers that it offers standard, I can't speak. It's limited and has a price tag of $499, so even if you purchase the bracelet separate with any of the other Venture models, you'd still be well under the $500 mark. So that's a wrap, as they say. There will be a full article at Watchreport.com in a few days, so make sure to check that out. Check out all the links in the description, including a link to the Boldr website. Let me know what you think of this Boldr Venture Field Medic down in the comment section below. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.